Hi, Steve Stine here again. I have another request. This one is How Great Is Our God by Chris Tomlin. And please remember, if you have any requests for any songs, you can always click on the link, and I'd be more than happy to show you how to play some songs, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Now with this song, I believe it's capoed at the first fret. I'm going to show you how to do this without a capo, and obviously you can capo it anywhere you'd like to. But I believe that's what it was capoed at the first fret. Either that or it was tuned down a half step. I can't remember which one. But anyway, here you go. So what happens is we're going to be using the chords C, F, G, and A minor. Okay, so that puts us in the key of C. So remember, if you play your chords a little different than I do, for instance, like if you play your F as a 4-string F down here, don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. I would recommend playing C as the regular C here and not C add 9 though, because I'm going to show you how to play that little intro thing that I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So what happens here is we have really just two parts to this song. We have the verse, okay, which is C, A, well, three parts. You've got your verse, which is C, A minor, and F, and then you've got your chorus, which is C, A minor, F, and G. Now, if you have any questions about how these chords go, needless to say, if you're going to learn how to play songs, you need to know your chords, right? And so if you have any questions about particular chords, you can always check out some of my other YouTube videos and things like that. You can always, email me with questions, but just be prepared that if you're going to learn how to play songs, needless to say, you should learn how to play your chords fairly effectively, right? Your open chords anyway, like A, C, D, E, G, A minor, E minor, B minor, those sorts of things. So here we go. I'm going to play the verse for you. Then we head to A minor. Then F. And it just starts all over back on C. Goes to A minor. So it's like 2 measures of C, 2 measures of A minor, 2 measures of F, and then it starts all over again, which is kind of rare because usually you're dealing with measures or groups of 8. So anyway, that's what you've got right there, C, A minor, and F. Okay, and again, if you play F with the bottom 4 strings, don't worry about it. The most important thing is, number one, is that you're playing a song and you're learning how to do it and have some fun with it. You're not so concerned with whether or not you're playing it exactly like the artist. You're just trying to have some fun playing a song. Second thing is you want to make sure that when you're playing these songs that you are strumming the correct strings. So for instance, on this song, when you're playing C, you want to strum 5 strings. When you strum A minor, you want to strum 5 strings. When you strum F, depending on which F you're playing, if you play this F, you play 4. If you play this F, of course, you can play all 6. And then G would be all 6. So you want to be aware of that. You want to be conscious when you're playing of what strings you're actually strumming, because it's going to make your song sound a lot better. So be aware, be conscious of what you're doing, and go from there, okay? So now we're going to move into the chorus. So the chorus is going C and A minor, and F, but then it goes right to G. Then it ends with C. And at that point, either you're going to go back to the verse or you're going to continue doing the chorus. So this section really is 8 measures because you're starting and ending with 2 measures of C. So this is going C, C, A minor, F, G, C, C. With my students, I refer to that as a C sandwich. So you always remember that you're starting and ending with the same chord, so you're not jumping off that right away. Where in the verse part, you're only starting with the C's, you're not ending with the C's. You're just starting, you're going C, A minor, F, and then C, A minor, F, and so on. So that's how the chorus is going to go, which really leaves us with 2 things. First of all, how to strum this, and then second of all, how does the intro go? Now, the rhythm for this song is kind of based off something like this. Again, remember, rhythm isn't an absolute thing. It's a groove. It's something that you're trying to create that sounds like the song, obviously, but it creates an element, it creates something people want to listen to, and it's so important. And again, if you need to, I've got videos that talk all about rhythm as well. But you want to make sure that you keep this going. Notice how my wrist never stops, right? I'm not doing this, nothing like that. It just keeps going. Now, if I counted that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, you're going to notice that on 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 4 and on 7, I'm strumming those a little bit harder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, when I strum, I don't try and strum like just a particular pattern over and over and over, although the isms of that pattern need to be there. And I certainly don't try and strum like everything all the time, because that gets really annoying too. So somewhere in between there, but what I'm really looking for is that pulse, that bum, 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 that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to use that through most of the song, that rhythm pattern. See? Okay, so now the beginning of the song, what you're doing is you're taking this regular C chord here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing what's referred to as sus chords, a sus4 and a sus2. So what's happening is to play the sus4, I'm going to take my pinky and I'm going to place it on the 4th string, 3rd fret. So it's going underneath my ring finger, in front of my middle finger. It's going on the same string as my middle finger. So when I go, I'm strumming a C chord and then I'm hammering that pinky on. Did you hear that? So I'm playing the C and then I'm hammering that pinky. So after I hammer that pinky, I'm going to strum the C again, but I'm going to get my pinky out of there. So I'm just strumming a plain old C. Then I'm going to take my middle finger off the guitar, and when I do that, I produce what's called a sus2 chord. Okay? Again, what's sus2 and all that, we'll get into that at another point. I just want you to learn how to play this song at this point. So I'm going hammer on, back to C, taking the middle finger off to a sus2, and then putting it back down to a C again. So you get this kind of sound. So the goal is to strum it and then do your hammer, and then strum it again with the C, and then take it off, and then put it back down. So you get this. And then after you've done that, you're going to fill the rest of that measure with strumming. And really, this, again, the strum doesn't make any difference. The goal is the groove. Keep this arm moving. Don't do all this weird stuff. Just keep the arm moving all the time when you play songs. This is where your rhythm comes from. Okay, so that is How Great Is Our God by Chris Tomlin. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, remember, you can click on the link and you can request other songs, and I'd be more than happy to teach them to you. Thank you very much.